Oh crap! Did we forget a cold open again?
I got it.
Okay,
Wait.
okay.
Are you
Do you
sure?
have
Because
one?
I could look something up real quick. Just fine. Grab it.
I have a
Grip it and rip it, they say.
Grip it.
Yeah.
Y'all know where that came from?
It's
No.
got to be golf.
It is from golf. It's a golfer named John Daly. That he was self-taught, and
Yep.
so grip it and rip it came from. He was like, I pull the club back until I can see the head of the club on the other side of my head, and then I hit as hard as I can and hope I hit the ball. And he was like a world champion golfer. That's where grip it and rip it came from. And now he owns his own private golf course. And he runs around barefoot, drunk as hell, golfing a lot.
Oh.
So the reason I knew it was golf is specifically from 10 Things I Hate About You.
Okay.
There's a small little snippet of scene where some nerd named Bogey Lowenstein is teaching the golf club. The golf club is on a hill above the track and field, and they just knock golf balls down onto the field and have a guy with a basket trying to catch them. But he's like, remember, guys, grip it and rip it. And then he hits the gym teacher in the head with a golf ball or something.
Oh, God. On purpose?
No, on accident. He's not that good.
Welcome to Junky House, by the way.
It's a psychobilly freak out.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. Yeah, Cordell's here.
Yeah, I don't think we ever discussed on air in any capacity, but this is like the final year of my grad school, and so I will very much potentially disappear a couple times this year, possibly for long stretches. We thought it would have already started, but at least this semester I have the ability to do more than I thought, Junky House wise. So
which makes me really happy. Also, listeners, John Daly, have you ever seen the meme with two golfers looking at each other and one of them was like,
him?
that's him. That he's the one
One of them
smoking the
looks
cigar,
Santa Claus
like
with crazy
yeah,
pants.
like Santa Claus took up golfing.
Yeah, like Santa Claus took up golfing. That's John Daly.
Is that Tiger
I
Woods
love
he's
him.
looking at?
I think that is Tiger Woods he's looking at.
Tyler Woods is a very different
That's
person.
Tyler Woods. I went to college with him. He's a great
I was
guy.
about to say, I know. Ty W. But I've seen that many a times over. That's crazy that it's
That's a
grip it and rip
good
it
meme.
guy.
That is the grip it and rip it guy.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
He does look like a man that grips and rips.
Yeah. He's very fun. I quote him a lot when I'm playing Nintendo Switch Sports Golf. That's right. I still play it.
Same.
People have moved on from Switch Sports. Not Caleb. Caleb's still playing. Caleb's still hitting 9 holes.
One thing about Caleb, doesn't move on.
Never. I never
It's like
move
a
on.
different form of Frogger water.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, once I find something I really like, I'm not moving on. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty psyched.
I think that's the way people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I'm here for the long-term foreseeable future. I had a whole thing planned out to make my departure happen and make it hilarious, and then I didn't depart. So you're stuck with me.
Yeah.
What?
We're stuck with Cordell. We can't get rid of him. He's like a STD in that way. Once you have him, you're always gonna have him a little bit.
But one of the fun ones.
Yeah, the one
Which
that you
one
would
is the
invite
fun
to dinner.
one, Cordell? Which one's
Caleb,
the fun one?
you don't know which the fun one is?
I don't think I know.
I can't explain it to you if you don't know.
Yeah.
It's something you got to learn on your own, Caleb. Something
You gotta when you catch it, you'll know it's the fun one.
be like, yes, finally, I understand. Yep. Wow, I can jump 3 times my height now. Yes. Whoa!
Yep.
What?
It's amazing what syphilis will do to you.
Oh,
God bless.
I want to know a fun history fun fact.
Sure. I like
Is
history.
it syphilis related?
It is
Because
syphilis
yes.
related.
I love syphilis.
Y'all know
facts.
where the pinky up when you're
Syphilis.
taking a sip of something came from?
Syphilis?
Syphilis.
French high culture, if you had syphilis, you would hold your pinky up to signal to other people who had syphilis to know that you could both get freaky later and not worry about spreading it.
Yo, they were down to clown, Siffy style.
Yeah, yeah. That was it. That's where it came from. And then people were just like, oh, the high class people are holding their pinky up. And so they started holding their pinky up, not knowing that
and
what they were saying
syphilis.
is, I have syphilis.
So imagine holding your pinky
Oh
up
my
thinking that's what
God.
high society does, and then catching syphilis later that night because you were down to clown with someone who really thought you also had syphilis.
Yeah,
Oh my
like it's
God.
That happened at least once in history, guaranteed.
it
That's a
had
super
to have.
spreader event.
Yeah.
It had to have. That's like
Multiple times. Multiple
Which it's also
times.
funny because it does make sense that like high society people had higher rates of syphilis.
Because they'd be
Yeah.
banging more.
Well, the inbreeding
Oh, yeah, you're
would be
right.
like
I didn't think
inbreeding.
about
It kind of
inbreeding.
stays more in the family, but also like they do have a lot more free time to have a lot more sex with whoever they decide to bring into their home, right? Like, bring me a prostitute, bring me this, and then then they keep it in the family. And so like it kind of makes sense to me at least that high society people would have higher rates of syphilis.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
now whenever listeners Sammy and Cordell, whenever you see somebody with their pinky up when they take a drink, just know they don't mean it now, but that used to mean you had syphilis.
So should I have been putting my pinky up this whole time?
Yes, Cordell, you should have.
Right.
Yeah.
It's worth it to triple jump.
Honestly.
Oh, man. Another fun fact about STDs is that koalas are the highest population with chlamydia.
Yep. One of my favorite little comic strips I ever saw was a dude being like, "Hey, be careful on your trip to Australia. The koalas are riddled with chlamydia." And then it cuts to the dude looking at a koala in a tree, and the koala goes, "You know you want it." And the dude's like looking real hot and bothered about it.
Oh, man. Speaking of dudes looking
Hot and
real
bothered?
hot and bothered,
Oh no.
I like where this is going.
Oh no.
I was laying in bed last night and I had a thought
Okay.
and I wanted to bring it here, which is, you know how my brother and me names the year every year.
Yeah.
And people make New Year's resolutions every year, and people do these yearly things. And I was trying to think, well, what's the yearly thing for Junky House? And then I came up with the perfect idea,
Okay.
which is, listeners, welcome, because we're drafting you into this. I think it'd be very fun if every year we attempted to come up with an innocuous lie about a celebrity and spread it as fast as we can. And
Interesting. Okay.
because I was thinking about it and I was like, so many times rumors about, like, you go on Twitter and you see a rumor about a celebrity and it's like, so-and-so is gay or so-and-so is sick with blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. I want to spread something like Timothy Chalamet, to save on calories, licks the salts off tortilla chips and then throws the chips away. Something like that innocuous where it's like, nobody's going to give a shit about this. But it's funny to come up with that level, you know?
John Stamos has a salt lick in his room.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what. So I'm thinking, what
Zendaya
if we took a
gets
few
in the
minutes?
car backwards?
What?
Leg first?
Legs
Head
first. I don't know
What's-
why, but
How do you wait? What? Oh, I'm sorry, Cordell. How do you get in a car if not leg first?
Head first.
No. How does that work?
What do you mean? How does that? So
You
you
put a
stand
leg
by
in
the
the
car.
car. Yeah,
you
yeah.
Open
Okay.
the
Yeah,
door.
you open door.
And you
Okay.
And you put your noggin in there and sit down,
Okay.
and then you pull your legs into the vehicle.
This is wrong. This is such a wrong way to get in a car.
Caleb, you as an exceptionally large man as well should know that like leg first is a good way to get your feet stuck between things in a vehicle.
No. Okay. Cordell, I'm hearing you. Here is how you get in a car. Okay. Sammy,
Okay.
Cordell, close your eyes. Imagine
my eyes
you're
are
standing beside a car. It's a
I'm standing right beside a car.
2018 Toyota RAV4. Just so we can,
Sure.
make sure we know what it is.
What color
Open
is
car
it?
door. Like what color is my car? Like it's the bluish green. Okay.
Okay.
You open car door, driver's side.
Yeah.
You're a driver door. Okay.
Right.
You
car door.
stand beside the car, put
Mhm.
right leg in the car, in the
Yeah,
wheel
sit
well.
down. Be humble.
Then scooch on in, lower your head, butt in seat. Left leg goes in next. Now you're sitting comfortably, and your knee has less of a chance of hitting the wheel.
What I'm
I could
proposing
con-
Zendaya, excuse me.
Both
Yeah,
legs.
how does Zendaya get in the car? Do we need to
Head
close our
first, head in the seat.
eyes? Okay, head.
Does a full rotation into the correct position.
Head in seat.
I was alone.
That's interesting.
Head in seat, I was alone.
I'm just pretty sure that I do get my body in first before my legs.
I want you to really pay
Okay.
attention to how you're getting into a car next.
Yeah,
time.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Film
I'm
yourself
wondering if
getting
I've-
into a car, and also one from down below, and also one from up, showing the top of your head,
Yes.
naked.
Okay, can I leave and go get into my car a couple times real quick? Just y'all carry on. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. That
Sure,
sounds good.
yeah.
Okay. So while Cordell is gone, he's going to get in and out of his car a few times. I would
Multiple
also
times.
like to say another innocuous lie. Dave Coulier has a small puppet collection.
Like 2 or 3?
5 max.
Did
Fine.
you just say Dave Coulier
I did just
without
say,
me in the room?
I forgot about our agreement. I'm sorry.
You know my love for Dave Coulier, former lover of Alanis Morissette, more than likely the man you ought to know is written about. You know, you ought to know
I was
about
saving
my
one.
obsession with Dave Coulier.
I was
You don't
saving
do
one
this.
for when you got back.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
is, if I may,
You may.
Dan Aykroyd has the largest collection of the Kool-Aid Ecto Coolers from the 90s that has ever
Ooh.
been seen.
It was like still like 5 or 6. It's not that much.
Yes, it's only like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
He's
is
been drinking them.
exactly. Yeah, steadily. One a day keeps the doctor away and keeps the ghosts in.
Cordell, how do you get in a car? How the hell you get in a car?
Sorry, I just gotten out to my car, and then my Coulier senses tingled, and I had to run
okay.
back up here.
What if I
That'd be
didn't
fair.
say Dave Coulier and I said someone else's name, like Phoebe Buffet, and that tripped it?
Caleb,
Uh-huh.
do you take me for a fool?
Well, no, I'm not. I'm just saying, what if that was what
That
happened?
wasn't.
What if
That
it
wasn't,
happened?
and you know it.
You
I
wanna
think
know.
my lie is that Michael Fassbender owns a lathe, but is embarrassed about it.
Oh,
He's
he's-
woodworking a
he's
lot.
not
He doesn't
good
want to
at
tell
his
anybody
lathe.
about it. Yeah, he's embarrassed about the lathe work he's doing, but he's getting really good. He's making his own chess set,
Oh,
but he doesn't want to talk about it.
Mine
Okay.
is that Henry Cavill isn't actually British.
Oh my gosh.
He's just so good at faking it.
God, that'd be so funny.
That's really good.
And listeners, I know what you're thinking. How are we involved in this? Whatever we officially decide is the lie we're going to go with. And I will bring up this lie in several episodes and talk about it.
Oh yeah,
At
we'll
length.
talk about it like it's real.
we need you to, anytime someone mentions this celebrity, which is also the trick, is we have to make it a celebrity that gets mentioned just enough that
Dave
a listener
Coulier.
could be like, yeah, did you know Dave Coulier has a collection of 5 puppets?
5 specifically.
Okay, so oh god, okay, I have another
But
one
it
ready.
can't be.
Okay.
It can't be too specific because then how the fuck would we know?
Yeah, exactly.
I break
yeah.
into Dave Coulier's house twice a year on the high holiday.
That's why
It
I
has to be
really
something
like the is
observable.
not British, or like it's something
Yes.
that is like people could know, but it's also ridiculous because of course he's fucking British.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, and it has to be like, I wanted to make sure we all can think of this. It has to be innocuous. It has to be something that it's not going to really affect them.
It doesn't matter.
Like
Yeah.
if Timothy Chalamet heard a rumor that he still mods Xbox 360 controllers, like, I don't think he would be upset about that. He'd be like, why did somebody say that? Like,
How did you know?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really funny is if we got it right. Like, we got it exactly right.
How did you know?
If we get it right, we have to get the celebrity to come on our show for getting it right. I'm just saying that now. You have to.
Well, they'll have to come on our show legally because we got it right.
Yeah, they're legally obliged.
Dakota Fanning hates broccoli.
Who talks about Dakota Fanning?
I feel like she's gonna. This is her year. 2025 is
This
Dakota
She's
Fanning's
coming
year.
back.
Tom Hanks likes to place reservations at restaurants and then cancel them last minute.
Oh.
Tom. Oh, Tom.
He can't finish if he doesn't do that.
I just can't. I can't get off.
God.
Chris Evans wears the Captain America suit to bed.
That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay.
Slight change. Chris Evans wears the Human Torch costume to bed.
Slight change. Chris Evans
Goes to
wears
bed.
the Thor suit to bed.
Thor?
Yes. Not even his.
Stole
It from Hemsworth.
He stole it from the Hemis.
Chris Evans wears his Scott Pilgrim versus the World costume to bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know who I think we should actually focus on because I like him a lot?
Who?
Ben Schwartz.
Yes.
And
Okay.
feels-
I would believe any rumor about him.
Yes. Unless they were negative because he seems like just
Right,
the
because
chillest
he's
dude ever.
magnificent.
He sounds amazing. He wears the Sonic costume to bed.
Yeah.
Ben Schwartz. Okay. Hold on. We're going to go around. It's Ben Schwartz.
Okay.
I feel like we focus in on Ben Schwartz because Ben Schwartz is going to come up a lot. In
Also, again, Ben
conversations.
Schwartz, if you're hearing this, we love you. You're great. This is the only
We love
reason
you,
we're
Ben
doing
Schwartz.
this. You're funny as
I'm
hell.
going to
Your
say
improv
Ben
is amazing.
Schwartz. Sammy, you give the area in which you want the rumor to be about. Like
Okay.
bed, restaurant, car.
Mm.
Cordell, you make the rumor. And then we'll kind of swap off who's doing what.
I have a quick pitch though.
Okay.
What if we did one that could become real? So, like, for example, Ben Schwartz has a portrait of Ugly Sonic in his home. And then we commission a portrait of Ugly Sonic and somehow get it to Ben
Send it to
Schwartz.
Well, but then it's like us just being fun and weird and altruistic.
and that's a bad thing.
No, it's just we're not really making up a rumor. We're just doing weird things for
We're just
Ben
doing a
Schwartz
weird
now.
thing. Yeah.
Ben Schwartz. Okay. Here's my pitch. Ben Schwartz has every Nintendo console.
Ooh, I like that, and it could be true.
I kind of hope it's true to be real.
He's a gamer, I've heard. He's been on
so?
Game Grumps.
He has been on Game Grumps
Multiple times.
Love those episodes. He's had many interviews with Pat Gill from Polygon as well. Those are good interviews. What else is it? Because it could be Sonic related, or it could be not Sonic related. Like, what if it's Parks and Rec related? Because people like Jean-Ralphio.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I always forget that was at his own funeral that he was faking his death at.
Ben Schwartz auditioned to be in Severance and didn't get the part.
Oh. I need to watch that show. I've heard it's really good.
First season was great. I'm excited for season 2. But that sort of thing. Where he's like competing against
Ben Schwartz
was the original Skibbity toilet.
Alanis Morissette wrote "You Ought to Know" about Ben Schwartz.
That would be very. I like that. Unironically. Hold on. I feel like there's something I'm missing, and I feel like I just can't get that final piece. Ben Schwartz likes to
Chili dog.
Chili dog. There it
like
is.
To chili dog.
There it
He
is.
does.
Okay.
He does officially.
Ben Schwartz has been trying to get Sonic, the drive-in, to do a Sonic promotion. Specifically, Ben Schwartz has been doing that.
Yo.
That I feel like that's good because then you know what? He might be doing that.
He might eventually do that because they haven't done one yet, and it's such an easy
For real.
brand.
They
Yeah,
have
that's a
chili
slam dunk.
dogs. They have
That's a slam
onion
dunk.
rings.
I think that's it, though. I think you're right. That's the rumor, because that's also, if we put the rumor out there, maybe it'll become real, and that'll be fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben
Or
Schwartz is
instead,
working on a collab with Sonic, the drive-in
For Sonic the movie.
4 for Sonic 4.
4.
Because I guess it's coming out this year or next year.
I
it's
need
gonna
to
come out
eventually
later
watch all
year.
this Sonic media. They're just cranking them out. They're going for it.
The movies are pretty good. I mean, you have to go into them knowing that they are kids' movies, but
I mean, I'm if I'm watching Sonic the Hedgehog, like I know what I'm getting into here. I'm not going into it thinking it'll be like, oh wow, quality adult film.
yeah.
Like, well, not adult film. I've seen plenty of Sonic adult films.
And a lot of them have inflation for some reason. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly hard to find Sonic porn that's not inflation.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Hold
all
on,
inflation or pregnancy.
I've pulled up sonicdrivein.com and I've pulled up the chat bot. So hold on. Okay, yeah, let me accept the terms and conditions for this chat bot. That's fine. Okay.
He's going straight to the
Can
source.
you partner with Ben Schwartz? Now, this is an AI chat bot. I don't feel like I'm not
Boo.
with Ben Schwartz to promote the Sonic movies. I misspelled movies 3 times. Guys, what the fuck is wrong with me? Okay.
You're doing a good job.
Sounds good. What?
You did it.
Yes, we've done
You
it.
The
did it.
Sonic AI chatbot said sounds good. What are you looking to do? What are you looking to do to inspire our brand? Chili dog and onion ring, please. onion
Yeah, just placing
ring
an order
Chili
now.
dog and onion ring.
combo with a blue drink of some sort.
Oh,
with
like
blue
yeah,
drink.
yeah. Any blue slush, like blue
What?
raspberry slush, onion
They're,
rings, chili dog.
They're ocean water or whatever. That like coconut water.
There it is.
Ocean water,
Ocean
chili
water.
dog.
But they can
onion
modify the ocean water flavor a little bit and call it Sonic Piss. Okay, so they
Caleb,
I
you're
drink
mature.
Sonic
Call it
Okay,
Sonic.
I
Cum.
think this recruit bot is wanting me to work at Sonic, and I'm not doing that. So okay,
Yeah, they're like, apply. Come on.
yeah, they're like, we don't have any job title called chili ring and onion ring, chili dog and onion ring combo with blue drink. Okay, gosh, but like, why don't you, Sonic? Okay, hold. Let me see. Can I find
This time we're
somebody
talking
to
towards
email?
the hedgehog.
Yes. Honestly,
Well, I
what
think
if
you
it's
just
not?
email Ben Schwartz's manager and be like, "Hey, why aren't y'all doing this?"
How
I like the idea that it's up to
email-
Ben Schwartz what the Sonic movies do.
It is. It is. It's all him. It's not Sega. Sega.
Sega.
It's Ben Schwartz. He is the all-knowing, all-father of Mother effing Sonic, the med hog.
Okay, hold on.
Do you-
Ben Schwartz.
Do you think he liked doing DuckTales?
I think he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like all the people in the new DuckTales seemed like they had fun.
Right? Like, that's what I was thinking, too. So.
Can join Ben's mailing list, but that'll just get me an opportunity to possibly get merch. He has a Facebook page. Do I message the Facebook page? There's no messaging option. God damn it. I'm trying to figure out how to make this happen, guys.
Here's the thing. Does he have a subreddit?
There is no
there a Ben
subreddit.
Schwartz?
He is smart, and on his website, which is rejectedjokes.com, I'll buzzmarket Ben Schwartz's website. He has Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, but he still has the Twitter bird, not the X, which honestly,
Good.
proud of him. And then the
Resist.
Facebook F.
There is a subreddit called r/Ben Schwartz.
Can we
And it's
post?
just posting of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, I know this is mostly a fan page, but if we all yell and scream, maybe they'll do a Sonic collab with Sonic Drive-In.
Okay, so what you gotta do is make an alt Reddit account, get into that, and reply, "It's happening."
Oh no, I wasn't reading that. I was saying that's what we need to do.
Oh, okay.
That-
Sorry,
yeah.
I thought that was already a post,
No.
and I was like, "No
You know, but
way."
here's
But
what
yeah,
we can do.
just get in there. I think that's the best.
Get in
Reddit.
there. Yeah, let's
that
get in
subreddit.
there. We're, for now, hey, listeners, if you have any questions for us, you can email us. Also, put them in the r/Ben Schwartz subreddit, and we'll
see
find them. We'll find them.
We'll see them.
Also, we could give him a gift because he has improv shows.
That's true.
We could go to.
I feel like
improv
the
show.
I feel like the closest person to be able to go to a Ben Schwartz improv show would be you, due
Yeah.
to location near major city.
Denver time.
Yeah, you've seen Middleditch and Schwartz, right?
It's such a good Netflix special.
I have not, but I need to.
Sam Bamtha. So it is him and I think Thomas
Middleditch.
Yeah,
It's
they're
them.
best friends.
It's just them doing like 3-hour-long improv shows. I'm pretty sure. Like it's just the two of them on stage doing long form improv as they build a full story off the audience suggestions. It's
Hell yeah, that sounds amazing.
It is incredible. You know all those people that give improv a bad name? These boys give it a good name.
Good. I'm freaking glad, mate.
So, listeners, just so you know, the rumor of the year is officially
Yep.
Ben Schwartz is trying to make Sonic do a Sonic promotion.
And if you
Yes.
know Ben Schwartz, get him to do this because that's just
It's
free
a
money.
slam. It's a slam drunk.
Does Ben Schwartz have cameo?
Ooh, that's a good question. Also, have y'all heard about the funny stuff happening with the movie Better Man?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so ready to talk about this.
It's been very funny to me that like the whole meme has been that Americans have no idea who Robbie Williams is.
We don't.
we don't. And even Robbie's like made fun of himself about the American market in interviews. He's like said, yeah, that one fan in America. It's like he gets it, but it's just been so funny because all of these Brits are like so defensive about this man, and he doesn't even care. How do you not know who Robbie fucking Williams is, mate?
So it is just like, obviously it's very funny that like none of us know who Robbie Williams is. I was telling Olivia, I realized I have heard Robbie Williams music before because he was on the B-side of the original Now That's What I Call Music. With a song that apparently didn't even chart over in England.
Okay. Interesting choice. Now That's What I Call Music.
Or it was like something like it didn't chart or like it barely charted. I don't want to. Okay, let me find it.
I also realized that I've heard one Robbie Williams song, and it is a song I accidentally found while looking for the song by Joywave Tongues one time, like in college. I was looking for that song, and I accidentally found a Robbie Williams song called Speaking Tongues, and it actually went pretty hard. I did enjoy it, but I didn't know who that guy was. I assumed he was no one.
Yeah, just a one-hit wonder, man.
Not even a one-hit wonder, just a one-hit good song that no one heard.
Apparently, he was in a very successful boy band called Take That.
Oh, Take That.
Yo,
and
Take
then
That.
He went solo, and people were like, what? Robbie Williams is going solo, but he didn't even write all their songs. And then he went on, and apparently he's a very good, I'll say for British standards, very good entertainer. Because I've seen videos of it where, like, okay, have y'all heard his stuff yet? Have y'all, like, listened to a Robbie Williams track?
A little bit.
I told you that one song.
Yeah, that one song. So, Cordell, now I want you to imagine that one song. And imagine that he is on stage screaming at the audience with like the enthusiasm of like a heavy metal performer saying, my name is Robbie Williams, and for the next 2 hours, your ass is mine. And then performing his music.
The thing is, I will give him credit. I have seen that performance because I was like, because the songs I had heard was the one from the trailer. It was like sitting in the floor show, and they're like walking down the street. So like, hit your ass is mine. Was like didn't fit in my brain at all. So it's actually his song "Let Me Entertain You," and it actually like fits the vibe of him, the way he's like screaming like your ass is mine, and then it's like upbeat, like like it's. I have to give credit where credit is due. That fits.
I do think this is ultimately just hilarious because I'm sure he makes good music. Like what I heard, I liked. The little snippets from the movie that I've seen are decent music. It's just hilarious that like they released a very British man's movie in America, but he's a monkey, and they didn't advertise for this movie. I saw no advertising for this film before people started memeing it. So they gave it to Americans with no context of who this man is, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
At the same time that a Bob Dylan biopic is out.
And they also did something in the advertising of the movie. From what I saw, it seemed like this was a movie designed to parody biopics about musicians.
Right. Not to be
starring
honest.
Andy Serkis as Caesar the Monkey from those Good Monkey movies.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
That would have been really good. Instead, it is like, and his reasoning, I read his reasoning, and he was like, I feel like people are more sympathetic to a chimp than to a human being struggling. His kind of thought was like, let me find the exact quote. But his idea was basically like, people are more sympathetic to an animal than to a person. And he was like, well, let me do my whole biopic, but monkey instead of me, because people will be more sympathetic and relate to the monkey better than me.
I also
heard that he said he always felt less evolved than other people. So it was kind of a joke against himself. I had not heard what you said.
I read that somewhere, but again, people could have been making
different.
Stuff up. What if
I heard three things?
I heard that part of the reason it is that the studio said that a monkey doing cocaine would make cocaine look less cool, and people would not want to go do cocaine.
Oh my God.
True.
Okay.
Monkey doing cocaine is cooler.
Or not monkey. Chimpanzee. This is from the today.com. From the today. Well, it's a metaphor. In a promotional video where Williams and Gracie interview each other, Gracie told his star, "In your own words, you would refer to being dragged up on stage to perform like a monkey. I immediately thought of portraying you not as we see you, but as you see yourself. With your voice and that monkey, I'm going to see you and relate to you in a way that is going to be more engaging than yet another musical biopic. My MO has been cheeky," he said. "I've been a cheeky monkey all my life. There's no more cheekier monkey than the coke-snorting sex addict monkey that we find in the movie."
What the fuck?
And then, plus Williams said the gimmick was a way for the audience to better identify with him. "We care for animals more than we care for humans, most of us," he said. So basically, we're all right.
We all heard snippets from the same thing.
Yes, exactly. The decision has done what it was supposed to do, which is to get people talking and be contentious. I would say it's about 8 to 12 minutes where the audience is going, "What?" And then you completely forget and you're taken on a ride that you've never seen, he said.
I've seen monkeys in a movie before. I watched Planet of the Apes.
I've heard that this movie is like surprisingly crazy and deep and sad.
Yeah, it's just
apparently his life was crazy.
I believe it. It's just hilarious that like
he's a monkey.
Yeah,
he's a chimpanzee. I'm sorry, chimpanzees aren't monkeys apparently. From that today. Well, I know they aren't that, but
chimp zampy.
But like also it's just. When I think about the music that was coming out around that time in America, very little of it was not absolute bangers. Like, it was a solid time for music. So I think also Robbie Williams had it going against him at the fact that you were competing with, like, Britney Spears at least. Like, if not a million other people, because Michael Jackson was still releasing music. So you had Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, I'm trying to think of like other people in the early 2000s that were like starting to release. It's just
Robbie Williams.
No, not him. Early 2000s bangers. Okay, y'all ready for this? This is just
yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Around the time Robbie Williams was trying to break into America again, because he failed with Take That.
Why wouldn't they let him in?
So
we're picky.
British people suck. We didn't want him.
It doesn't have to be a break-in. He can just walk in the front door.
Fireflies by Owl City.
Oh.
Tonight by Hot Shell Ray.
Oh.
Okay.
Whistle by Flo Rida. Billionaire by Travie McCoy featuring Bruno Mars. Hey Soul Sister by Train. Magic by B.O.B. featuring Rivers Cuomo. Everybody Talks by the Neon Trees. Hey There Delilah. Classic by MKTO. Don't You Worry Child by the Swedish House Mafia also started appearing around this time.
Damn.
Already bangers. Airplanes featuring Hayley Williams, also by B.O.B. Did I mention DJ Got Us Fallen in Love? Kiss Me Through the Phone. What You Say by Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Oh, Kanye West was also starting to become like a thing at this time. Rest in peace. But
Harder and stuff. Or was that
like Harder, like what is it? 808s and Heartbreaks, that album.
Yeah.
Started becoming like popular and people liked it. Graduation. The College Dropout. Late Registration. It's good. And he was trying to break in with all of that happening.
Yeah.
So,
well, also, I do think, hilariously, Americans love a British accent, but they love the concept of a refined British man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your Elton Johns.
Yes.
Where it's like there is an air of dignity that you carry with you even while you're being a silly man in silly costumes. Robbie Williams is more of the like street tough British person, and Americans don't have time for that because we can't romanticize him. So I do think part of that was also that like this dude was kind of a rough and tumble Brit, and that I think is uniquely revolting to an American ear for some reason. Because think about it, when we make fun of British people, we tend to make fun of the more like streety, like Cockney, rather than
the true refined,
the refined,
fancy.
Hold on.
Holding.
Y'all know how we talked about this movie, so I want to be,
sure.
we all talked about the movie Dougal a while ago.
I saw this too. I know
British movie first. Robbie Williams was Dougal.
What?
He was Dougal in the Magic Roundabout.
This is also so funny because like I remember we looked at the British cast and we were like, wow, this cast is incredibly stacked. Who is this guy voicing Dougal? Like, I remember us being like, this must be like a kid that was becoming popular around the time or a child actor. We talked about how we didn't know who he was.
No, we knew Robbie Williams before it was cool. We did.
We were the first Americans to hear of this man.
Yeah.
And it was thanks to the godsend of the film Dougal.
Yes. Which means he worked with Ian McKellen, Kylie Minogue, Jim Broadbent, Bill Nighy, Tom Baker. Like, he worked with some, like, heavy hitters.
He also, I don't know his story, but potentially was turbo high recording his lines for this movie.
There is a non-zero chance of that, probably.
I have a pivot if you would like to pivot.
We can pivot.
So, there's a game the three of us been playing, right? You know, Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals.
This is a game that introduces new characters regularly to play as, right? New Marvel characters. So, I think the three of us should pick characters, a hero and a villain, that we think should be added into the roster of the game.
Ooh. Okay, we have to look at the leaks first because there have been Marvel Rivals leaks, so we don't want to say people that are already probably going to be in the game. I don't know what that little noise was. the leaks I've heard that were pretty much confirmed were Blade, Cyclops, Ultron, Colossus, and Mr. Xavier, Professor X, Mr. Xavier. Why did I call him that? Professor X, Charles Xavier, and Emma Frost. I think those were the pretty hard confirms.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like I want to try. My challenge for myself is I want to try to avoid the ones that are mainstream enough that I know they're going to get picked.
Oh yes, I'm looking for the ones that might not, just because of the lack of awareness, but would be good pulls for the deep fans. My first thought is one of my favorite X-Men, Armor.
Yeah,
She would be
agree.
a fantastic tank.
Armor would be a great tank, especially like I know you haven't played Overwatch, Cordell, but I feel like Armor kind of working like Diva in Overwatch. So Diva, you start off with a mech and you like you get to do as much damage as you can with that. When your hit pool
Hulk. You know how Hulk. You start you're Hulk and then you turn into Bruce Banner?
Yeah.
That's Diva.
Got it. Okay. So
sorry to interrupt you.
You were right though. You were right. I forgot Hulk worked that way because I've never played Hulk.
That's why I don't think Armor would be good in that way, because we already kind of have a character that does that.
So hear me out. Okay.
Yeah.
Armor, I think, should be kind of, so you want her tanky because her whole superpower is generating a like basically force field around herself that she can kind of mold and manipulate. She's awesome. Love this character. So hear me out. What if her whole thing is a little bit like, Sue Storm's like force field generation, where it's got like hit points on the force field basically?
Yes.
Armor, that's what she does for herself. She generates basically shielding around herself and gets like pumps to her damage and stuff while she's in the shield. And then when she's out of the shield, she is way faster, but she's also like, she's a glass cannon. Like when she's in the shield, she can do all her punching and tank, but then she's got to get out of there real quick. And she could have some like auxiliary stuff that she might be able to do to like, I don't know, buff herself, do weird things. I'm not good at designing characters, but I do like the idea of temp hit points, tanking, and then having to get out of combat or die kind of thing.
Yeah, being a dive tank.
Yes, see? I'm so good at this.
I have an idea. This is a villain. It is a well-known Fantastic Four villain if you're a Fantastic Four fan. Mole Man.
Oh, bring him in.
Imagine being able to have an ability that lets you burrow under the ground and pop up behind enemy lines.
Like Jeff,
but maybe
For
when you
DPS.
pop up, you can like do a burst of damage to whoever's in like a certain radius of popping up. Like, I just imagine this I just think Mole Man would be such a cool person to build around, and I really like that idea.
That would be really cool. You could have like that. The newest Overwatch character is kind of like
Venture.
So I feel like you could easily do a Venture in this, but it's Mole Man and more DPS focused.
Yes,
that could be really fun. That could be fun.
So that's my villain is Mole Man.
I don't know if this is my pitch just yet, but I think America Chavez could be an interesting choice. She could punch portals and they could be kind of short, but like maybe your teammates could jump through them still. Okay. But a villain they're probably going to add him. Apocalypse.
Yeah, he's got.
They're probably gonna add him.
Yeah,
he would be fun as hell.
Yeah. Another pitch for a like. What's what's the ones that just kill me a lot? What are they called?
DPS?
Duelists.
Like duelists?
Duelists, yeah.
So a pitch for a duelist that I do think I like armor more as a like tank, but like a duelist pitch would be Cloud9. One of my favorite like deep cut Marvel characters. Flies on a cloud, so she would have flight, but then she's also in the comics a fantastic sniper. So like having the flight ability and like throwing down a fog that would like obscure enemy vision while she takes shots from above, that sort of thing, I think would be really neat.
That would be sick. Another character that I've already thought that I really want to add that's not that deep of a cut, but I would still just love to play him or have him as a skin for another character. Beta Ray Bill.
Oh
yeah.
He's probably just a Thor skin, but
I think so too, but that would be so sick if he was his own character.
Okay.
I think he might be my hero. Okay, sorry. Continue.
This is a bad hero that I love.
Okay.
Who I'll just say Doorman. Are y'all familiar with
the
Doorman?
Great Lakes Avengers?
West Coast Avengers.
West
first,
Coast,
and
not
then
Great
I think
Lakes,
he
yeah.
got recruited
I do think
to
he got
Great
sent
Lakes.
to the Great Lakes Avengers, but yes.
But have y'all read his lore? Because it's kind of insane.
A little bit.
He died, and then Oblivion recruited Doorman to serve as his angel of death. And basically made him a door to the Dark Force dimension, which gives him death sense so he can always show up when people are about to die and escort them to basically hell. Dark Force manipulation, flight, he can fly at light speed, invulnerability, and self-sustenance. And yeah. So my thought is, imagine if this is a character, a DPS that does like a little bit of damage, right? Not great. But the second he dies, he comes back way stronger. And like, so basically then you have to play a game of the enemy team is like, we have to avoid killing the one not as good DPS at his base kit, because if we kill him, we're all dead. Like it's going to turn. Yeah,
I do think there should be a time limit on that revive.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's like really strong for like 15-ish seconds, and then he actually dies after that time, no matter what.
I agree.
Yeah, when he reaches 0, he is invulnerable for like 5 seconds and has a major damage boost, but then dies sort of immediately after.
I think something like that would be kind of fun. I don't know if it would actually be fun to play with, but it's a fun concept at least.
Yeah.
So Doorman and Mole Man are my two that I'm gonna pitch.
How about the Living Tribunal?
Oh my gosh.
The entity that is the multiverse, the Living Tribunal.
I don't even know how
they wouldn't. I don't even know how you could do it. It would be like a Galacta, like another like host.
You know what I would love to see like Super Skrull or like Hulkling. Maybe as like a DPS version of the Hulk. Werewolf by Night.
Ooh.
Werewolf by Night would be really, really cool. Again, some kind of timed mechanic to swap between the human and the wolf.
Yeah.
Honestly, one that isn't as exciting mechanically, but like Dr. Octopus. I'm kind of surprised we don't have...
very exciting mechanically, if you ask me.
Like, I mean, sure. But like Doc Ock would be fantastic.
Somebody on TikTok this morning, I don't remember if Caleb sent it to me or if I found it on my own, but it was talking about the Green Goblin. And he was like, I want the Green Goblin in the game not because he would be fun to play, but because these Spider-Mans have already got me going Green Goblin mode. Every time I see red and blue, I'm like, we gotta kill this Spider-Man.
I want to say props to the Marvel Rivals developers for in this season, listeners, if you don't play Marvel Rivals, every season there are like events that you can do, which are basically just like complete this and you can get free stuff. In the latest, maybe not the latest, but the one that I most recently saw of event challenges, it's play as Spider-Man or give 3 people that primarily played as Spider-Man upvotes. And I think it's very funny that they're saying, please stop hating on them. We know they're 0-13, but please stop hating on them.
God.
Be nice to Spider-Man.
Be nice. We like Spider-Man.
Be nice, Spider-Man.
Be nice to Spider-Man.
The hero that I actually want, and I
Yes.
feel like they're gonna add, but they might not because she is just obscure enough. Gwenpool.
Oh, she's coming.
Oh, she's
There's
got
no
be-
way not.
Yeah, but yeah. I hope she is, but she's like,
I think her
she's
and
not,
Deadpool would release at the same time.
she doesn't have the same powers as Deadpool, you know.
Yeah.
Hers is a lot more meta, and like she's supposed to be a real human that got transported to the comic world. So it's
Yeah.
like, I can see that being very hard to do. We'll see if they actually do her, but that's my
Yeah.
vote. I don't know if they're actually going to do her because I feel like it would be difficult.
Okay, I've got a couple ideas.
Okay.
Okay.
So it depends. One, I don't think you would consider. It depends if you consider Gambit a villain at any point, then he's a great candidate. He's more of an anti-hero. Like he kind of waffles depending on the run. I think Gambit is a shoe-in for this game when they do an X-Men season.
Agreed.
he
Yeah,
has to
Gambit's
be in
going to
this
be DPS.
Yep.
He's going to have 52 ammunition, and it's going
Yes.
to be a pack of cards he pulls out. Like,
Rogue is
52
gonna be coming
ammunition,
with him.
but then like doesn't reload because he blew up all of his ammo. Like they're gonna do something neat with Gambit. Hilariously, I think they should also release Bullseye and make him way worse.
that would be very good.
But no, my pitch is Thanos.
He
And-
might be a little too powerful. It seems like a lot of the cosmic villains
Are just
like even like if Doom becomes a playable character, then that'll be something else. But it seems like
right.
Thanos might be like a seasoned
Probably.
villain.
But if they did him, they should have a like. My pitch for it is let him swap between stones.
Ooh.
Oh,
or his
basically-
ultimate is the gauntlet.
Right. The ultimate is the snap. And in the area AoE, half of the enemy team wipes. That's in that area where it activates.
I think it
but-
kills all of them, and it would be just like a Scarlet Witch. That's
okay,
what it
that-
would have to be.
yeah, just kill them all. But like, my pitch is that in the way that Cloak and Dagger is kind of narrow, when Dagger you do Dagger, when Cloak you do Cloak. Having Thanos with like fewer moves in each, but being able to swap between the stones and the kind of effects and impacts they have, I think would be really neat.
Okay. Pitch. Thanos' ult. I agree it's the snap. I don't think it can be Scarlet Witch because that Scarlet Witch is already. But having it be snap, a larger radius, slightly larger, every enemy HP is halved based on where it is in that instant.
Half of current HP.
That's better. Yeah. I
Because
like
that way
then
it still
it's
plays
not
with the
instant
half.
kill.
It still makes it where everyone will be easier to kill, but it does
Yes.
not it will not kill anyone outright.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
That seems like a way to make it strong but fair. And yeah, if Thanos himself as a character isn't super diverse where every attack is a different stone, like it's basically he pivots from stone to stone. And then there's the limitation of you kind of got to cycle through them to get the specific stone you're after. Like like the way that it takes time to morph between cloak and dagger, like I think you could make him strong, but the limitations inherent in like only being able to do the kind of one thing at a time could be good. So he's my pipe dream wish because he'd be a cool tank. I don't think he's coming.
Yeah, sadly.
You know what is coming though?
Me?
It's our opening and closing theme song, Psychobilly Freak by the Raven Horton Heat, off the album Smoke 'em If You Got 'em.
Also me.
Smoke them if you got them. That's what I always say. If you like this episode, and want to rate and review us on Spotify and iTunes and also on YouTube, that would be sick. We also have TikTok and X at Junky House Pod. I guess Junky House on TikTok might be exploding soon. Bring Gwenpool to the fucking Marvel rivals.
Yeah. We got a little bit of an email from our friend Fielding.
A little mail.
Did you know, Junky House, did you know Lake Erie, the shallowest and most fertile, wink emoji, of the Great Lakes, contains 2% of the water in the Great Lakes system, but about 50% of the fish. Lake Superior is the inverse, with 50% of the water, but about 2% of the fish. Thank you for transferring your service with Did You Know? I'm sorry for party rocking. Thanks,
As
Fielding.
you should be. Everyone should be sorry for party rocking.
Everyone.
Yeah. And yeah, you know what? Remember, kids, Ben Schwartz is trying to get Sonic to promote Sonic. Don't forget that. We want to make sure that's out there.
Yep.
We want to tell the truth on this show, which is
because
Ben
honestly,
Schwartz.
he shouldn't be hiding it this much. Like Ben Schwartz,
Honestly.
come out and admit it. What you're trying to do here.
It's fine. It's okay. No one.
We support you in all of your endeavors, Ben.
And
come on the show.
Just like we say every week, Ben Schwartz, admit the truth.
Ben Schwartz, admit
the truth.
Admit it live
admit the truth.
on our podcast.
Come on our show and admit the truth. Why?
Ben Schwartz, you need to do it.
If you come, I'll let you play Shadow Generations.
This is like a really freak out.